Good evening. PGR Reading Sesh. Reading extra stuff like pseudo Valentine's Day event or something. Thanks Rojak for hello, and thanks for telling me about the typo. How are you? How are you in this wonderful springy evening? And this is a nice costume. Spring came in fast. Is this entropy? Okay. So we're gonna have gameplay? Come on, man. I didn't take my gamepad in the hands. Not sure I'm ready for some gameplay here. Why are you coming with me? A scavenger hunt seems fun. After setting a time to meet up, Lee decides to go on a scavenger hunt held throughout the venue. According to the introduction, first place wins a bunch of star tickets. It's funny you think about it, PGR on this channel. Because we PGR on this channel. Did I say bro? Hold on, give me a second. Koala is showing his bad side, man. He's pretending he doesn't like the food I gave him. Alright. So also, it says they recommended teams of 2. You point at the flyer. I can do it myself. We have to be 2. But this game requires a good sense of direction. I'm doing very my phone is fried, so it's been quite the 2 days. What happened? Why is the phone fried? Wrong with my chat. The chat in OBS specifically. I see the chat in the preview. Did I have 2 chats? I have 2 chats. Fuck. Oh, didn't expect the... It seems to be OBS's chat has something wrong. Oh, there you go. I don't know. I booted Limbus and suddenly got stuck on reboot. The phone got stuck on reboot. Did the Limbus to your phone, bro? Gotta take it to a specialist, man, to a phone doctor. Now it's in repairs, yeah. Did they say good news, bro? Did they say like don't worry, like it's gonna be okay? Is there a chance? Lee, shut up. If you're going to join me, then we have to get first place. This sure is tough. Without saying another word, you only walk to the registration area. After arriving at the event area, a staff hands you a flyer with a list of rules for the scavenger hunt. Looking for mechanical parts, sensor, pretty creative. Well then, let's choose the hardest one. The hardest one. You offer no I offer no objection. Since teams of 2 are allowed to participate, your bonds as Grey Raven will be essential to winning. Wow, we have bonds? Bro, we see each other so rare. I don't think we ever drink a beer or anything. Right as you are about to plot your course, you hear someone greet you from behind. Oh, Grey Raven. Turning around, you see members of the engineering force stationed here in the conservation area. With the reputation of Grey Raven, it is no surprise you are recognized after changing your attire. Hello. I'm talking from PC. My data ID most definitely gone. Data ID is gone? Hold up. Give me a second again. Right? You good now, Koala? Yeah, you sit there. Yeah. You sleep, bro. And don't electrocute me. Is your team on a mission? Question mark. You're on holiday. Of course. There hasn't been any corrupted active nearby lately. Now he's going to the window. He's sniffing it. You know we can't open it. Maybe we can. But if I open the window, he's gonna start going crazy. Alright. Alright, he laid down. Okay, you good? You cool, bro? Looking at me and he's laying down. I'm quitting Limbus after this shit. I'm quitting... Oh, Limbus killed your phone? I have to find a way to get back a lot of stuff. It's coded like shit, I swear. On Limbus or your phone? It fried so hard, it's like, I mean... What's the point in repairing it if your data is gone? What do you mean data? You mean like your phone data, right? Like all your phone information is gone. That's bad. You need to, like, I don't know, block it until you get it back or something, you know? Construct A. The celebration sure is full of excitement. I haven't seen the people here this happy in a long time. Now he's going back there. Alright, I'm gonna go check him again. Okay, girls, keep Project a good company, bro. Like, tell him everything will be okay. I'll be right back. Oh, this cat situation is crazy. Limbus took everything from me, 21. She took even the kids. She took even the kids, 21. Okay. If you're not getting scammed and your money are not gone, you should be fine. What else is important? Are you guys participating in the scavenger hunt? I wouldn't bother if I were you. Why? With how long the engineering force has been stationed here, we know this place inside out. Need I say any more? I like a challenge. Then how about a friendly competition? Beating Grey Raven would sure get us some clout back home. You're on. Bro, is he meowing again? I saw him starting eating. Maybe he's allergic to PGR reading. Maybe I am hallucinating. Raising the stakes has surely made this game interesting. The difficulty of this game is not only in finding the small parts, but also telling them apart from similar components. However, when it comes to knowledge of machine parts, almost everyone in the engineering force is an expert. I'll carry the sensor and transmit the radar signal to your terminal. You'll be responsible for finding the right location. But Grey Raven has their expert too. They're fighting for that sweet clout. It's clout. Just like us for the PGR allergy, bro. Leave it to me, Lee. My bro. We need to spend some time together, man. What the fuck? I almost don't see my team, man. This looks like a nice little open area. Oh, look at this costume. Yo, a little ponytail. Current location, market. It's full of people and the roads are... Lee, do you copy? It's me. The roads are complicated. I'll send you a general route. Let's stay connected. Copy. Find bolts. Please, the opposite direction. Oh, direction correct. Hey, you. Can I kill you? No. I'm telling Lee where to go. You're very close to your left. Now you're relatively candy area. Okay. This. No. This. Is random data from the bolts. Actively immediately perform data something. That is faster on PC. Never knew YouTube is a company indeed. What do you mean faster on PC? Follow the data. Why is it faster? How can a chat be faster? This is where... Okay. This is the boys that like hid this? Oh, we entered the first... Oh, password. Oh, blue button? Incorrect. Okay. What's this? So it's blue, red, yellow. So it's blue, red, yellow. Now we have two left. Keep scanning for new clues. Easy. Should I scan? Use the scanning mode. Oh, okay. Was this an event like Devil May Cry event? Gold event record. Shouldn't the Lucia wedding costumes... Shouldn't the costumes also go into events? What in... Oh, no. When I chat on app, it has 7-second delay. Here it's only 3. Well, every time someone types in chat, I see it live, right? And I react to it live. It's the video feed that usually it's like, you know, behind, lagging. But I did not change anything in my delay is delayed, right? The video is delayed. The stream itself is delayed, not the chat. But I never changed anything in my delay. The only way you're the way I understood like it's faster. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what is he like? sending the message and you're waiting like 7 seconds on your phone for the chat message to be sent. That's crazy. We go little bro. 0-6. Why he has 0-6 on his back? Bonk, 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 bonk. The gacha outfit stories are all unlocked in Codex. Target is in the shop. Stick to the quiz bot for everyone. And even the gameplay parts? Why is it in the Codex and not here? You've got one of my parts in your prize box. Can I have it back? No, only the winner gets the prize. Looks like we have to beat the quiz. I believe you can nail it. Lee, you can do it, Liam. Select the items that can represent the Valentine's Day for me. Chocolate. I saw many couples giving each other correct, it's chocolate. Second, oh, it's only one question? The last bolt. Why are you running? Command and target locked. I'm gonna shoot him.
Perfect, as always.
Yo, the cliffhanger though. This is the last one. Alright, enough gameplay for today. Let's go to the interesting part of this game. Your team's strategy of maintaining constant communication seems to be almost on par with the engineering force, even with the help of their thrusters. Only one component remains. Sorry, but we found it too. Bitch. Ignore them, Lee. One of the other constructs stays behind and blocks Lee for a few seconds, giving the other construct a chance to slip by the side of the cliff using the thrusters. You'd have expected such tactics from a combat team. Guess I learned a thing or two. Even though Lee manages to juke the construct blocking his way, the competition is still down to the wire. Got it. We win. Looks like we got to the upper hand. Looks like we got the upper hand this time. After grabbing the last part, the construct returns to her companion's side. She extends her hand in a gesture of sportsmanship. Who wouldn't have an upper hand with anti-gravity thrusters? Lee's response carries a sarcastic undertone, but he still shakes hands with his opponents in a friendly gesture. Cheaters. Because people complain there's too much side stuff to read, so they put in Codex so it's not in front of normies. They don't want to sell that to normies. They want to sell this. Yeah, and they include the gameplay parts in the Codex too. So I can play all the cool constructs there. We lost. We feel slightly annoyed with the other team for using high-speed support devices. Cheaters. After all, the organizers probably didn't anticipate anyone going out of bounds and bypassing the side of the cliff. You feel helpless against their exploitations of a loophole. It's not over yet. Smile. Question mark. Hold on, didn't we get the last bolt? Why does it look like the other part? You mess up. How is that possible? Would you have messed up? Faced with the explanation by the organizer's staff, the constructs share looks of dismay. They repeatedly check the objects on the table only to realize they accidentally grabbed a duplicate bolt. Could it be? At that moment, Lee hands in the items you have collected. Surely enough, the last part lies in his palm. Looks like I still have a trick up my sleeve from playing magician all day. Oh, he's a wizard. No gameplay parts, but those outfits rerun all time, so it's fine. Those outfits rerun all time with the gameplay, with the story. Because I remember when we did the Lucia wedding, we did the story, we did gameplay as well. Oh, hello Nexus, how are you? Vuva and PGR exchanged riders. No way a character in Vuva just shot a kid in the head. We have children murdering in Vuva. That's crazy. Too good, my friend. Very good. Good that my friend quit a game before it turned out like that. When you shook their hands. Correct. Oh, she's a true magician. You weren't practicing beforehand, were you? You seem a little too good at that. I just have quick hands. He has quick hands. After leaving his signature code at the end of the last report today, Lee closes the home. The man has fast hands, man. After rubbing the center of his brow, he clenches his fist, shakes his wrist, and opens his fingers. An intricate robot instantly appears in the palm of his hand. Ooh, is that like an homage to his interlude? Lee opens a drawer stuffed with parts, ribbons, playing cards, and small robots of various shapes and puts it in. Then he casually picks up the paper in front of him, holds it by the edge, and folds it several times. The celebration flyer becomes an intricate origami rose. Looking at the time, he furrows his eyebrows and quickly unfolds the paper with blistering speed. Folding it again, but this time faster, he checks his time, then puts the rose in the drawer. After moving his stiff joints, he takes out the bottle of lubricant and rubs it in. Rubs it on his hands. All that remain is... Don't say it, bro. Raleigh brings the real Valics. What do you mean, bro? I'm always me. 0304. The celebration is nearing its end, but people are still brimming with excitement. The vibe in the market continues to become more lively. The vibrant lights along the winding streets and alleys are like fireflies along the riverside late at night, complementing the glorious sky above. Having been brewing all day, the atmosphere of White Day has finally reached its climax. Food, handicrafts, daily necessities, countless stalls are lined up row after row in a dazzling display. Although neither the quality nor the quantity holds a candle to Babylonia, their rugged and primitive nature, made with a humble, genuine attitude, is uniquely their own. I'm sorry about that, I'm sorry. The Lee X Valics ship is real? Yeah, you can draw it, bro. People even earn a number of star tickets while shopping in the market. Organizers have gone through a painstaking effort to bring festivity to the celebration. Even at this time, the streets are still lined with street performers or people setting up street-side games. Of course, interacting with them or playing games will also reward star tickets. Come on, don't miss the show. Is the guy from the ship city. Step right up. 3 balls, 2 bowls, 3 balls, 2 bowels, and 1 chopstick. Just 1 star to put your eyes to the test. A loud hooting and hauling come from a vendor off in the distance. He's a man from Kowloon dressed as a streetman. There are 2 broken porcelain bowls, 3 plastic bowls, and a chopstick in front of his stall. A big man stands opposite him, surrounded by a crowd of onlookers. The magician covers 3... Oh my, I fucking got you, Rojak. I fucking got you, bro. Live with it now. The magician covers 2 of the bowls with the porcelain bowls, grabs the chopstick, then gently taps the bowls with a shake of his wrist. The ball in his hand disappears. Oh look, it's Watanabe's mentor. Blurry man. We call those Sigma males. We call the Sigma balls. 2 on the right, 1 on the left. It must be right, I saw it. The magician lifts the bowls, revealing the exact opposite of the man's guess. There is only 1 bowl in the right bowl, while the other 2 rest quietly in the left bowl. What? How'd you do that? Unfortunately, dear customer, you guessed wrong. The star ticket is mine. I made a bowl joke once. Was a total bowler. After that, several eager people stepped forward to challenge the magician, but none of them guessed right. Everyone knows that the magician is doing tricks. He's doing tricks on it, but no one can catch him in the act despite such a simple game. I want to try. Caught up in the festive scene, you can't resist it any longer and decide to challenge the magician. Greetings, dear customer. Care to take a guess? I've got a quick eye. Hearing this, Lee's eyebrows twitches subconsciously. Once again, the magician's hands fly at lightning speed. This time, he moves his chopstick to the bowl on the left, and the ball in his hand disappears in a flash. 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 on the left, 2 on the right. The magician lifts the bowl. Unfortunately, you have guessed wrong. There are 2 balls in the left bowl and 1 in... Oh my god, I couldn't have guessed it, man. It's not like I understand what I'm reading. Why there's balls in every story, every single one. Isn't the balls the best like boss in this game, like the parry ball? The magician leaves the bowl, blah blah blah. Give 1-star ticket. How many do I have? Much obliged, dear customer. Care to try again? No thanks, bro. I'm not a gambler. We don't gamble. Just relying on your quick eyes, you cannot see through the magician's superb sleight of hand. Luckily, you have a secret weapon. Can you see through his tricks, Lee? Lee has been quietly observing the magician up until you call upon him, and he just nods. It's an ancient form of magic called acetabula et calculi. Like distract his attention and then do the trick in front of him or something. It looks simple, but it's incredibly difficult to master. It takes years of practice to reach his level. Damn, Bro, Lee? Why am I finding out a year after I started playing this game that Lee is a like trained magician, bro? It wasn't mentioned in his intro. I wonder when they added that in his personality. Do you know the trick behind it? Yes, but it's a secret. Why? Magicians never reveal their secrets. God, fuck you, Lee. This is basic etiquette among magicians. And would it still be interesting if you knew the secret? I'm not... Bro, just tell me. After all, I've never been able to see through a magician's tricks. Everyone understands that magic is just smoke and mirrors. Magic is just a trick. If you look at it from a different angle, you can see through the act. That's not true. All the magic that Madoka did in Madoka Magica was real, bro. You can't you can't like prove me wrong, man. But from the audience's perspective, isn't it really magic? You're not wrong. That's the goal of a magician. That's it. Since when did you become an expert in magic, Lee? Question mark. Before I became a construct, I would use it to hone my reaction time and concentration. I started taking more interest in it after I was getting the hang of it. I can teach you some simple techniques if you like. You really teach me? Why not? It's not much trouble. But didn't you say magicians never reveals his... Right, as you're about to ask Lee this, you hear a child's voice nearby. Hey mister, aren't you the magician from earlier today? It's him, he's so awesome, he can make all sorts of things come out of his hat. Really? No way, is he really that awesome? It is the child from earlier today and several new faces who must have noticed Lee when they were playing. They immediately swarm him with looks of adoration and anticipation. Mister, can you do another trick for us? I want to see more. Yeah, show our friends a trick, pretty please. They don't believe me. But, a fellow magician, how fortuitous? Fortunate. How fortunate. Care to show me what you have up your sleeve? Literally. Madoka is a dead god now, though, so is that a good thing? She's not dead, bro. You're dead. Hearing the ruckus, the street magician seems to have taken an interest in Lee's tricks as well. He leaves his booth and gestures with his hands in invitation. Our art brings happiness to others. You don't want to disappoint them, do you? Come on, the great and powerful Lee. Come on, the great and powerful Lee. Shut up. Despite saying that, Lee has no choice but to walk up to the street magician's stall. I'll need you as my assistant, Commandant. Hell yeah, you gonna cut me in half, bro? Let's go. Go along. Now you make up your mind and stand beside Lee. Do you have anything I can borrow, Commandant? Take out a coin. Lee takes the coin, puts it in his palm, and shows the audience before him. He then covers the other palm of his hand and blows softly, like. Slowly, he opens his palm, but the coin remains in his palm as before. What are you doing? Just as you have the same look of confusion as the audience, Lee flips his palm over, gravity takes hold of the coin and it begins to fall. But it stops 5 centimeters away from his hand. Oh my god, it's magic. The whispers around stop. Everyone stares at the coin, forming a pocket of silence in the festivities. Suddenly, everyone bursts out in applause and cheers. Yay. Again, again! Again, again! The child's voice is like a bugle, and the crowd of men and women, young and old, perk up. The noise attracts passersby. They stop and stand on their tiptoes, trying to peer over the wall of people. At this stage, rejection is not an option for Lim. He puts the coin back in the palm of his hand, then presses down, signaling everyone to be quiet. Can you imagine this, bro? He turns his gaze once more, and then extends his left hand toward you. Next, Commandant, would you please? What is he doing? Under the mottled glow of the lanterns, Lee bows to the audience. People throw their star tickets to Lee. Oh, they just didn't describe. You know what? Thank you for not describing all that shit, man. Would have been boring. The glittering paper reflects the glow of twilight and lanterns, like the end of a grand celebration. Just like earlier, Lee lifts his hat among the rain of stars, then throws it high into the air. Boom! The hat explodes. The flurry of pink swirls in the night sky, then slowly flutters back down. Looking more closely, you see that the cloud is composed of white origami roses. The crowd reaches out, each grabbing the white origami rose. Young couples gaze up at the miracle created by Lee, then proceed to gather up roses to give to their significant other. This marks the end of Lee's performance. While the audience is still enchanted by the rain of flowers, he quietly salutes and leaves the booth. Lee withdraws out of the light and into a corner so as to avoid anyone catching up to him. What's the rush, bro? You introverted or something, bro? Where's your... Lee used to crack jokes, guys. Remember? Chapters 1 through 8. Just trying to avoid trouble. Yeah, of course you are. Recalling the wall of people just now, you nod in agreement. It's only human nature to want to explore the unknown. That's precisely what draws people to magic and stops them in their tracks. Think about what happened and suddenly have a boost of confidence. Lee, I think I know the secret to your magic. Oh, what is it? Lee raises his eyebrows in anticipation as you begin to explain his magic tricks. The coin seemed to be levitating, but it was just a thin piece of string that tied into the palm of his hand. Guessing the card in the deck was him switching up a card he had secretly prepared. Bending the spoon was actually just... he bends the spoon? Was actually just him holding a very short handle between his forefinger and thumb. You intended to show me the secret behind those tricks, didn't you? Is that why you meant by teaching you simple tricks? During every performance, the assistant can always see how the tricks are done. Really? From the reaction of the audience, aren't the assistants like the true assistants? Aren't they in on the tricks? Like they know what they need to do and how it works? From the reaction of the audience, Lee adjusted the angle to a position that only you could see. This kind of precision is far more magical than magic itself. Smile. Guess you're smarter than I... Bro, I'm your fucking command, bro. You talk to me like that again. Well, do you think magic is not so magical now? After all, you can follow all the steps. No, I still think it's just as magical. What makes you say so? You said it yourself. Magic takes a lot of time and effort to learn. Magic is not a cheap trick, it is a miracle exchanged by magicians with hard work and time. So your hands are like miracles. Miracle hands. You grab his silver white hands that were conjuring items out of thin air. Must be pretty taxing on the finger joints. Need help with the maintenance, bro? Cut it out. Oh, he blushes, bro. Oh my god. Lee takes his hands out of yours and turns his wrists slightly. And these hands aren't miracles. Although he maintains his indifference as always, having known him for so long, you see the slight torment in his brows. Oh, you didn't notice the blush though, it's normal. Noticing your attention on him, Lee does not end the conversation as quickly as he normally would. Remember how I said this coding was for a bouquet before joining Grey Raven? For a banquet before joining Grey Raven. Banquet. By that you mean Kurono? Lee nods. It's often said that magicians are just con artists. They don't create miracles, they merely deceive others with vanity. Lee laughs at himself. This statement is closer to the original meaning of this coding. Didn't you say you made some modifications? I did. The past is in the past, Lee. Whether that be you or those around you. These things change, just like the coding you're wearing now. The last time you held Lee's hands, he tried to pull away, but this time you hold his hand tightly, giving him no chance to let go. You are not letting go of this hand, bro. Of course, with the strength of a construct, he could easily make you let go. No, he can't. No, he can't. But he chooses not to. These hands have helped Grey Raven overcome countless adversity. I can count those countless adversity on one hand and a half. These brushes with death are not fake, they are real. These brushes with death. We all know how hard you have worked. In my opinion, that's a real miracle. So Lee, being a magician really suits you. For magicians, even greater miracles require even more blood, sweat, and tears. In other words, miracles come at a price. But even so, there are some miracles that magicians can't achieve in their lifetime. Even if they give their everything, they are still powerless in achieving them. Then it's time for an assistant to appear, isn't it? If the magician's power is not enough, an assistant can help make up for it. The price of miracles shouldn't be left for one person to bear the burden. Smile. Cutely smile. If that's what you think, I'm sure you will become an excellent magician one day. Can't say the same about dancing. Oh, fuck off, bro. Why have to do me like that, bro? Apart from the magic trick with the roses, I think I got the hang of everything else. Only that one? Question mark? Take a look at the rose. You take out the origami rose from your pocket. Lee uses this opportunity to free himself from your grasp. Aww. This origami rose was one of the flowers on the ground you randomly picked up. But it has changed completely without your notice. How'd you do that? It was only just a flower bud, but now it is in full bloom. The pure white color is now a vibrant red. In the center rests a small piece of chocolate. How'd you do that, bro? When did that... So, is that really the only trick you don't understand? Lee? What is it? Want me to teach you? Yeah, teach me, bro. When did you buy so much chocolate? What do you... He's so disappointed. What do you mean? He furrows his brows more tightly than normal, as if thinking of something. Okay, let me try and open the... Hello, Lawrence, how are you? Do your Shifu look different? Yeah, Shifu he's blonde as well, Lawrence. What do you don't like? Right, I opened the whole window. I'll see how it goes. If he's gonna go crazy, I'll close it. It's the child who took pity on Valics in the previous episode. In the last week. Valics and Lee blows softly. We blows... Bro, what the fuck, man? Valics and... he only jokes about Kamui, so now Kamui means no joke. So I was joking about Kamui and I take Lee seriously, is that what you mean? Not always, some assistants don't know. No way, bro. Only when they're like from the crowd, maybe. The trick is way too valuable. Hashtag. Your Shifu looks different. Valics, I can see you blush too. You can't see me, bro. He likes them blonde boys, Lauren. Shifu is also blonde. And Trigger. And a lot of ZZZ characters. Kiana is blonde as well, right? The real Kiana. I mean Dudu. Spoilers. My bad. Oopsie. Lee, do you think the other roses did this too? Didn't they? I just grabbed one at random. Lee quietly rubs his temples. Over his shoulder, you can see a couple passing by not far behind him. They were holding several origami roses in their hands, smiling happily. The rose is still as it was before, pure white, waiting to bloom. Exclamation mark. Lee! What is it? Lee's eyebrows still remain tightly knit. Thank you. No one plays that game, so no worries about spoil. Yeah, oopsie. Oopsie, spoiler, my bad, don't worry about it. Since this is a gift meticulously prepared by Lee, you think an expression of gratitude is more appropriate than an apology. Suddenly, Lee's smiling face is lit up. Countless streams of light streak through the night sky above. I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful fireworks with my boy Lee. Like countless stars soaring into the sky, the Milky Way lights up in a constant barrage of explosions. Fireworks. Period. Lee, let's get going. I bet Lucia and Liv are waiting for us. With his back illuminated by the fireworks, he seems more at ease than usual. He appears to have put down a burden for the time being and has finally begun to enjoy the celebration. You're welcome, bro. Seeing him this happy, you have decided to keep your lips sealed about having accidentally caught him practicing magic and origami at the base. So he was not a magician, he lied to us. Good. That's better than retconning him. Koala, where are you looking, Koala? I'm right here, man. You good? Has that crazy look in his eyes. He shouldn't have, bro. He's castrated. Commandant, get your head out of the clouds. Coming. You get it? Picking up the pace, you catch up to Lee and stand beside him. Unhinged jokes only during PGR streams, I swear to God. Where to next, Commandant? Want to go somewhere together? Leave? Damn, we're cheating on everyone with everyone? That's crazy, bro. This Commandant is a slut. Okay, we haven't done anything together in a while, Commandant. Sure. As soon as you leave, you see a small figure curled up in the chair behind you, the girl who was listening to Liv's story earlier. Still asleep on the chair, her face has a red mark from the arm of the chair, but she's still sound asleep. Where's her family? She told me she was all by herself when we first met, no friends or family. How about we wake her up, Liv? Liv kneels down and gently strokes the girl's hair. Time to wake up, you'll catch a cold if you keep sleeping on the chair. Resting her head on the arm of the chair, the tired kitten hears the strange sound, yawns softly and stretches. Oh, you're the robot telling stories. You're right, girl, she's a robot. She's not a real human, she's but a robot. Who's that? Oh, the dancing robot. Oh, it's Lucia? Lucia is the dancing robot. Why are you here all by yourself? Oh, I was dancing too. I'm waiting for my mommy and daddy. But I've waited so long and they're still not back. They don't want me anymore, do they? Hearing this, Liv looks at you gloomily, as if to confirm you are thinking what she is. Nod to Liv. I'm nodding IRL, you just can't see it. Whether or not they know the answer to this question, most of the children left in the conservation area had lost their parents. Unfortunately, this child doesn't seem to be the exception. But who can bring themselves to shatter her hope? What's your name? My name's Ellie. Want to go play with friends? The girl hesitates a moment and looks at the crowd off in the distance. I haven't made any friends here yet. Mommy and Daddy aren't back either. Want to come and play with us then? Is that okay? Like, you're all grown up and shit. Her dark eyes suddenly burst into light. Seems like she had been waiting for someone to invite her for quite some time. Of course, we're going to try out some of the Bro, I hate babysitting, man. The ones for collecting star tickets. Got that right, you got that right. Oh, I know those. You just need to join the events, and you can ask the old lady for star tickets. Let's go together. Okay, which one do you wanna do first? Can we try that out? He points to an area beside the convention hall. Four-legged race. The one where 3 people tie their legs together and race 3 people. That's 6 legs. Won't that be hard for Ellie to do with us? She's not as tall as us, but we can run at her speed. Then it's settled. Oh, or is it the race like in Squid Game Season 2? You go with Ellie and leave to the track. They say I read Ellie, I think about The Last of Us Part 2. I need to give that game another try. I think you can do really cool stuff gameplay wise in that game. You adjust the bandage, tying you and Ellie's leg together. Even though the bandage is wrapped around your foot, it comes up to Ellie's skull. So it's like 3 of them like stand in a row, right? It's not like in a line. And they like bandage their legs and they need to move, like that's why it's called 4 legs, I guess. 1, 2, 3, yeah, that would be 4 legs. Two of them will be tied up. As long as you and Liv hold her up in the air and let your feet move with your legs, you can avoid tripping over each other due to such a large difference in your strides. Ready, Liv? Sure. Supporting Ellie with your arms, you and Liv can run together 1 foot after another. We need to say left, right, left, right. It is a Squid Game Season 2. Okie dokie. Ready, set, go! Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Ah! Just as she crosses the finish line, Ellie falls with a scream and drags Liv down to the ground with her. Oh, she's dead, bro. If Liv falls onto her, she's dead. What's up? He's not saying anything. Ellie, I'm not caring about Liv, bro. So the child is the priority right now, okay? When her parents come back and see her like dead, what am I gonna do, bro? I'm gonna explain it to them. I'm sorry, my robot fell onto your children and killed it. Her, sorry. Commandant, are you okay? I'm okay. Sorry, why are you sorry, bro? You're alive. Congratulations, you 3. Even though you fell right at the end, you still managed to cross the finish line. Also, she looks at the time. You 3 are the fastest with a child in the race. Here is the prize for the first... Oh, we have different categories? We got first place! Hard enough with 3 people as it is, let alone with a child. The staff member smiles and waves. Thank you for doing it with Ellie. Oh, they know, they know her. I'll go for a sec, I'll be back. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Here's your reward. The first place prize is candy and chocolate. Chocolate? You don't like chocolate, Ellie? The little girl shakes her head like crazy. I love chocolate, especially winning it with you two. Winning it with you two. But he fixes her gaze on a straw bracelet, which is a commemoration award for anyone who failed to place in a game. Do you like that more? Yeah, mommy made one for me, but it was ruined after all the rain. Okay, we'll go to another event and bring you the prize. How does that sound? Really? I don't want to trouble you. Is that okay, Commandant? Well, she's an orphan. Basically, I mean, as long as, bro, you leave if you wanna do. If you wanna do it, sure, bro. I will stick around. Commandant, and she blushes. Bro, commandant is such a that should have been the title of the stream, bro. Slutty commandant. Liv lowers her head shyly. I think so too. Bro, I said I'll stick around. What do you think? So we can so that's why it's we could have done it in parallel, I guess. It's okay. We'll do consecutively. We'll follow the numbers. The orphan. Yo, we're in the beach episode. Are you okay? I'm reality checking my cat. Although this is only one small goal, win a commemoration award and then stop. But even then, you managed to get third place. After having so much fun with Liv and Ellie, you hardly realize that the event is about to end. This time we need to win a commemoration award. Alright, but this game... Liv feels apprehensive about a two-player game by the name of Rough Seas. Two players must remain balanced on a shaking platform for a designated time. If either player falls, the game is over. Bro, this is Squid Game Season 3 games. On top of that, a rope ring is the only thing players can use for leverage to balance on the platform so narrow that it forces the two players to press closely against each other. Considering the need for safety in the game, only two adults are allowed to participate. Because of that, everyone seems to avoid it. Looks like no one has beaten this game. Isn't that a good thing? No, it's not. I mean, it's hard. Anyway, it's just a commemoration award, right? Yeah, wait for us here, Ellie, okay? You got it. She nods earnestly and watches you two walk away. After singing up for the challenge, you and Liv stand on the platform. Just as you are about to grab the rope ring, your hands touch Liv's. She doesn't say anything, but her expression is clear. Come a little... What? What am I... Come a little closer. Liv shyly steps closer. It's just a commemorative award. Shouldn't we just fail on purpose? We don't want to worry Ellie. Liv looks back at Ellie standing outside the challenge area. Just like you said, she looks nervously at the platform under your feet as if worries something dangerous could happen. Alright, get ready. Hold on to me tight, Liv. Okay. Liv blushes as you two get closer. But right as the machine starts, he grabs onto you tightly out of reflex. The platform begins to sway slowly like gentle waves, gradually increasing to the strength of a typhoon. However, Liv quickly gets into the rhythm. Can she just fucking fly, bro? Ain't she like moving around by flying? Or am I thinking about Bronya Zajcik too much? Her posture remains firm and her hands show no sign of letting go. Commandant. What is it? Sorry for troubling you on a holiday. Don't worry about it. We can family zone her. I like seeing you happy, Liv. Yeah, thank you. The girl lowers her hand and covers her face as if on the verge of tears. Right, why are you crying, bro? Why are you crying? You gonna cry now? Right at that moment, the indicator light next to you sound an alarm indicating an increasing in amplitude. Careful, Commandant! We'll miss the award if we're just gonna fall. Yo, you okay? Reality checking. He really hates his food right now. Why don't we just fall? Okay, ready? 1, 2. No, holding on to you tightly, you both let go right as the platform starts to sway to the right. And fall into the ball pit ball again. Challenge failed. Oh, come on, maybe we shouldn't have this game next time. The staff member groans to the console and stops the shaking platform. Ugh. Commandant. The soft voice in your arms is trembling. She casts a concerned and inquiring look at you. I'm fine. Live. Good thing we fell into this ball pit. Yeah, you're right. Let's get up. Bro, you're fucking yawning. Hold up. Give me a sec. Brocologist doesn't want me to read PGR, bro. Can you imagine? Liv is like, Liv seems distracted, as if she hadn't recovered from the fall. From the fall, of course. The fall. Are you two alright? And remember, guys, Liv is a robot. As the barrier of the challenge area opens, Ellie rushes in, not even taking the time to pick up the commemoration award. We're okay, let's grab the reward. Okay. She lets out a big sigh of relief. Granny's here. Granny's here too, look! Looking in the direction she's pointing to, a middle-aged woman finishing talking to the staff and walks over with a smile. I bet 100 coins it's the lady from Echo Area. Oh no, it's just a black silhouette. Touché game. Hello, everyone. Hello, miss. More like ma'am. Madame. Here, take these star tickets, and here's a commemoration reward. Thank you, it was nothing. These activities themselves are meant to involve children, but you still deserve the reward for your efforts. Thank you, I'm embarrassed now. You're welcome. Did I lose in a child's competition right now? Children competition right now? You're welcome. Ellie, have a biscuit and play here for a while. I want to talk with this young lady. She's a robot, ma'am. You don't have to talk to her. Okay, Granny. I'm so mean today, man. Seeing Ellie leave, the lady sighed somberly. Thank you for playing with her. Ellie's parents must have already sensed it by now. This sort of thing isn't anything new in this day and age. Still doesn't know about her parents? I'm sure she has some idea. They're still so young, but it's just as I've said, who can turn a blind eye to it in this day and age? Who can turn a blind eye to it this day and age? But I don't want to crush her hopes until she finally recovers from her pain. Something can only be taken one step at a time. She bows slightly to both of you. So I also want to thank you for accompanying her along the way rather than making her face this cruel reality. You're welcome. She also gave us some beautiful memories. Memories of holding each other, huh? Yeah, like a Keanu Reeves. Yeah, are you mad, John? Yeah. Lady. That's all I could ask for. She nods and turns to leave. Off in the distance, Ellie looks at her straw bracelet and smiles brightly. If only the children here could keep laughing and smiling like this. Well, that's what we're fighting for. You're right, for future peace and smile on everyone's face. Now this was a good part. Now this is what we're fighting for, and Liv is like, you're right, this was very good. This PGR didn't have a good moment like this in a while. That's okay. Huh? I just want to know if you're happy today, and we're back to fucking slugging again. Yes, I am. Then so am I. Commandant, is this how you make a robot blush? Write that down, guys. Let's go back. Lucy and Lee are probably waiting for us. No, let's not go back. Tag though? Hello? Yeah, he electrocuted me, man. I need to throw him a toy, but he has so many toys, he's not playing with any of it. I'll show you the biggest PGR hater, guys. I'll show him to you. There it is. There he is. He hates PGR. Look at it. Look at his face. The face of a hater. It's like, he's fucking reading this stupid game again, bro. I hate when he's reading this game. He can't stand to look at the screen, bro, because the game is on the screen, you understand? Alright, let's try and read some more, bro. I gotta fill in my quota, right? At least 2 hours a week. She looks up and smiles a warm smile of genuine happiness. You can sit down, Koala. Sit down, yeah. You can sit here and chill. He's not chilling. She looks up and smiles a warm smile of genuine happiness. Alright, and someone's favorite girl, Lucia. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Here's why she's mad. Walking through the bustling market, Lucia carefully observes her surroundings. I'm back. What did I miss? Absolutely nothing. Aside from vendors selling goods, the organizers have also arranged a variety of activities during the celebration to give away tons of star tickets. That is Lucia's goal. Like achieving the highest score in a whack-a-mole for 2 all by herself. Or winning the throw and catch game by acting as both the thrower and the catcher. Now, this is a side of Lucia I never seen before. What the fuck? I didn't know she's a gambler. Do you guys think she's the kind of person that will pull the credit card to pull in a Hoyo game, bro? Now Lucia is about to register for Double Trouble. Double Trouble. Looks like you were right to quietly follow Lucia over here. Seems like collecting star tickets is her top priority. Lucia? Weren't you going to take a break in the exhibition hall, Commandant? I need some fresh air. Wink. Rather than telling Lucia that you're worried about taking the competition too seriously and not enjoying the celebration, you decide to guide her into a more positive mindset. And I wanted to walk around the market with you, Lucia. Wink, wink, wink. By splitting up is more very well. I understand, but splitting up is more. Oh, you mean we are splitting up? Be careful not to get separated. There are a lot of people here. Smile. She just hates losing. Yeah, that's a side of her I never seen before. I guess she was mad when she lost to Alpha, but like nothing. But we don't see this. We absolutely don't see these constructs' personality throughout the main story. I'll just say that. Compared with the exhibition hall, which is mostly children, the market is filled with couples. No, these characters, like the Grey Raven, is like your boring colleagues at work, you know? Those guys that just come to work, then go home. Basically me. The stalls sell a variety of goods, such as crude paper and plastic knickknacks or plants in bottles. Even still, everyone is carefully looking through their wares, asking each other's opinions or playfully teasing each other. Hearing these lovers' quarrels throughout the market, you can't help but cast sideways glances and smile. Commandant thinks like wish Lee was here. Along the way, you and Lucia also attract your fair share of attention. Some people are drawn to Lucia's distinct coding, while others... Look, she's the one who hit 1,000 points in Whack-A-Mole. She didn't miss a single one in Kendama. The person she's with must be just as awesome, huh? Maybe. Commandant, maybe it's best I change back into a battle coding. Look, bro, look, she has emotions on her face in this sprites. What the fuck? No need, bro. Chill out. It's a compliment, don't worry. Greetings. May I take a few moments of your time? This is a construct. There's a reason why I read affection stories after all. Yeah, because these characters have no personality, that's why. A man with a camera walks over. I'm a staff member for the celebration. Might I take your picture, beautiful lady? Commandant? Well, he asked you, not me, Robot. What the fuck? Lucia refrains from answering. Instead, she glances over questioningly as if to let you... Oh, wait. How? I remember this game has some bullshit as mental age, but like... You can't stay at the same mental age forever, bro. I'm sure years passed since she became a construct. No way she still thinks like a 16-year-old. Is she a kid? Lucia refrains from answering. Instead, she glances over questioningly as if to let you decide. What will the picture be used for? Can I see some credentials? Since Lucia is letting you decide, you feel it's necessary for the other party to confirm his identity and the purpose of the photo to protect your team member. The photo will be put on the memorial wall for the celebration with your consent, of course, milady. Oh, he's getting onto her, bro. And the man takes out his terminal and shows Lucia the wall with numerous photos of the celebration. Whether it's a picture of a vendor proudly displaying his own craft, a child making silly faces, or a shy but happily couple, all sorts of pictures are on the memorial wall. As for my credentials, he begrudgingly opens up the work permit folder on his terminal. Question mark. You look down and confirm that his employee code is indeed authentic and he is in fact a staff member working for the celebration. Written as his name, you see... Stupid. Alright, enough already. No one can help what their parents named them, right? He has a look of I knew you'd laugh on his face. Lucia, bro. You know what's his name, Lucia? You ain't gonna guess what his name is, Lucia. Let's take a picture so we have something to remember about the celebration. Roger that, Commandant. Is that okay? Lucia walks in front of the camera and strikes your usual pose. Yeah, perfect. You have more emotions than you usually do, so it will fit just fine. You are gorgeous, but you're still stiff. Think you can loosen up a bit? Loosen up? Lucia slightly adjusts her posture. There you go. Damn, holy... Look how many emotions this sprite has. This is crazy. Better, but a little happier. Maybe give the camera a wink? Wink? You know, like this. Wink, 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 wink. You give her a demonstration. Okay, I'll try. Yo! Oh my god! Screenshot? Screenshot? The mental age is just a data thing, basically the age when they become a con. Exactly, can't always be 16, right? Is that okay? I mean, look at Homura Akemi, bro. Cupid, bro, it's perfect. 1 second though. Try the one from before. Understood. Roger that, sir. Okay, don't move. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Alright, got it. Wing. Following the click of the shutter, Cupid takes his camera and shows the screen to Lucia. Are you happy with it? Looks fine. What do you think, Commandant? Works for me. As a thank you, everyone photographed gets a printed photo. Would you like one? I'll have one for you in a jiffy. The camera comes with a print. Bro, who the fuck uses like physical photos? When's the last time you guys printed a photo? He pats the latch on the bottom of his camera. No, Lucia wants to refuse, but she stops abruptly and asks, I don't need you to print this photo, but can you take a photo of me and the command? Didn't you just do that? Of course. Huh. Then I thought we already asked him to take a photo of both of us. Little did you know Lucia Valics' real name is Bob. Little did you know Lucia Valics' real name is my real name is Bob. Wow, little did I know. You're slightly caught off guard. Lucia rarely asks anything of others. Didn't you say you wanted a picture to commemorate this? Exactly, Lucia gets it. I think a photo of us would be more memorable. Makes sense. Too bad Liv and Lee aren't here. She's so right. Let's take another photo of the 4 of us before we leave. But for now, we'll take this one. Oh, imagine if Commandant was like a real character and you actually did a photo of 4 of you and you can actually see the Commandant with the 3 of his unit members. Because, you know, he barely gets time to work with them. After what happened to my phone, I wish I had physical photos. No way, bro, you didn't like uploaded them to cloud or something? Lucia, okay. Now that it's decided, how about we take a photo over there? He points to a ginkgo tree just beginning to bloom. The small green buds look especially vibrant. You follow Cupid's instruction and move into position. Alright, get a little closer. Get a little closer. There. I wanna get both of you in the frame. How about you two hold hands? A Commandant? Don't hold hands. Hold hands? If we're slotting, let's slot until the end. Holding hands. Lucia senses your decision and places your hand in your... Oh my, look at this smiley face. This is not the Lucia I know, that's for sure. Your human hand and her construct fingers lock tightly. Oh, where did we read this before? Now don't move. 3, 2, 1, cheese. Bang. Click. Shortly after pressing the shutter, Cupid gestures that it's over. Cupid looks at the photo as it leaves the printer on the side of the camera. Now that's a postcard. Can I place it on the memorial wall? I don't mind. Do you, Commandant? Sure. Thank you very much. Here's your photo. Cupid gives Lucia 2 photos. I have other work to do, so I'll get going. I hope you two have a wonderful day. It's hard to work as a photographer. Lucia puts one of the photo away and hands you the other one. Here's your photo, Commandant. In the photo, Lucia has a gentle expression, but she seems a little shy by comparison. Colorful paper blows in the wind as the photo continues to develop. The ginkgo tree's vibrant flowers come to life. Spring is quietly blooming in the branches. Just need to frame it. You can do exactly that in Babylonia mod, so... Do what? Holding hands or something? Oh, Lucia was only 1. Cook delicious popcorn with Lucia. Combat notice. Okay. Gonna be rough. Oh, they actually made this a coating? That's cool. And it's for Plume, huh? This costume canonically appeared in on the ship town before Plume. Yeah, before Plume. It was chapter 11, not 12. Chapter 12 was the Kolung and chapter 11 was the ship town, right? Mission start. Oh wait, it's gonna be gameplay. As time passes on, the vendors begin to pick up shop. However, the market is still full of people who are now exchanging gifts they had prepared for their sweethearts. These gifts may be for confession of love, or gratitude for long-lasting friendship, or simply just a thank you for daily help. Commandant, can people who aren't romantically involved exchange gifts on a white day? Lucia asks you, perhaps because the scene before her seems to be different than what she was told when she first came here. Long ago, maybe not, but now... They are just using the holiday as a chance to express their gratitude, even though they could do that normally. But special days will give different meanings to the same actions. Hearing this, Lucia looks at the happy face of a man. That me? No, that's not me. It's a pity I didn't prepare a gift for you and everyone else. Yeah, be mad about it. She gives a sigh of regret. It's not too late. Some vendors haven't packed up yet. You still have a chance to choose gifts. Shouldn't gifts be made by hand? It's the thought that counts. Choosing a gift can be just as thoughtful. Understood. In that case, we need to hurry, Commandant. Alright then, let's... Oh, bang! Oh, before you can finish speaking, you hear a thunderous explosion behind you. Lucia pulls you behind her instinctively and grabs the hilt of her blade. The hilt. You smell a sweet and greasy aroma in the air. People laugh jokingly at you too. Question mark. Based on the calm crowd around you and the lack of fireworks, you realize it must be popcorn. Bro, we have fucking PTSD, man. We fight for humanity. Of course we will get spooked by popcorn, bro. Are you shitting me? Yeah, they should be ashamed for laughing at us. Chapter 11 and 12 released quickly after each other, so it makes sense. Yeah, but she had this attire before Plume, canonically. Didn't know I like to be run over with a bike by a girl until Alpha did so in Stronghold. Alpha walked on you with a bike. By the way, Nexus, if the writers from PGR went to Vuva, are you quitting PGR for Vuva? That's the question. $1,000,000 question. Be honest when you're answering. Looking over, you see a black cylinder with a pressure gauge and various valves. Golden, puffy kernels fill the black cylinder, their sweet smell floating along the breeze. You noticed the device earlier, but you didn't realize it was for making popcorn. After paying with a few pieces of hardtack, the person operating the machine retrieves a tub of popcorn. Looks like you can make your own. That's it. Huh? Lucia's eyes fix on the popcorn machine with the desire to give it a try. This will be my gift to everyone. You can pay with this. Constructs don't need to eat, so they rarely carry food or drinks. Fortunately, you grabbed some in case of emergency before departure. I won't disappoint you this time. I'm looking forward to it. Bro, I wish I didn't need to eat, bro. Do you imagine how much money I would have, like, not spend just by not eating? He plays both. I never quit PGR unless they really turn it into something I don't like. And to Endmin waifu gathering, how about that? And they turned the game into gathering wives, and you still don't hate it? By the way, what do you think about the next Enfield update, Nexus? Popcorn Robot CO4. Please know that only dry materials can be put into the popcorn cooker. Understood. Purchase ingredients. Purchase. Looks good. Rossi is a must. Are they fixing the materials between the factories thingy that you were pissed about? Staff Robot T65, welcome. Please give me some sugar. Thank you for your purchase. Easy. Did I buy it though? Gunplay on Chief is pretty good looking. Gunplay. Excuse me, do you have any ingredients left? We have some in the warehouse, but we can't transport them here due to system error of the security robot there. The repairer is still on the way. We don't have time. Let me handle it for you. It'll be faster. Great, I'll let you pick one of the ingredients after the replacement as a reward. These are the robots from the beach episode. Get out of my way, I need ingredients. Dried tomatoes. Most likely not. It is a feature, not a bug, but I did play some character stories. Well, you know what to tell them in the feedback. I don't. I still don't understand how it works. How can you just go open a new factory and just have like random materials there that you didn't even produce? Excuse me, do you have ingredients to cook popcorn? We have a fixed spice set. Not sure if it can be used to make popcorn. I'll have one if it's dry. Pepper, cumin powder, curry powder, all packed. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you. I did play some character stories and they are not really good. You heard that, Rojak? He said Leviathan story is not really that good. Not bad, but they could have done so much better. You played OG Arc Knights. Why did Rojak left when you started dissing Enfield, bro? It's like you say with PGR, nothing happens, man. In the character event stories, nothing happens. Defeat Kuro. Stop right there, criminal scum! That did absolutely no damage. Yeah, especially Leviathan. Leviathan is like the worst story ever. By the way, are the character stories like timed? Like, will they disappear if I will start playing Enfield in like 2 years? I mean, Luna Affection story is 10 times better, so I don't mind. We're not talking PGR, Rojak, we're talking Arknight's Enfield right now. You didn't charge the wool? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't charge the wool. Right. I was so concentrated on the gameplay, right? Reading your chat, I forgot to charge the wolf, man. I mean, I just suck at this game. Stories have a date on them, so yes. So they will legit, like, disappear? Is it like the Venti situation where Genshin had like a Venti story event and now it's gone? That's so fucking dumb. They FOMO the story? Bro, that's crazy. Maybe I should not play Arknight's Enfield. Then they might be there permanently. They should make it permanently. Same as in Vuva. Yeah, but the festival is not permanent. The Lunar Festival is not permanent for some reason. Even though it's the festival, you meet the painting girl. JG or whatever. I've got the ingredients, sir. Now can you use the cooker? Let's get started. Oh. Bam. Bam. Wow. Why? What's not working? From clicking. Add spices. Game doesn't care. Can I do it with bam? Oh, okay. Bam. Bam. The reason I like that story is because I'm Arknight's OG player, so I understand Nexus. What do we do now? Pause.
If only this were the last, Commandant.
I'm not a spice type of person. You didn't play OG Arknights, Nexus. I did it. Want to give it a try, Commandant? Lucia hands you a bag of freshly popped popcorn. It's interesting. The taste of black pepper spreads throughout your mouth, completing the aroma of popcorn. Although it's different from the traditional sweet taste, you still find it delicious. I like me some sour popcorn, what the fuck? But delicious. After getting your approval, Lucia starts to try other flavors combinations. Rather than mixing a large number of seasonings into the machine, she gradually mixes the flavors to taste. Even then, some of the combinations are less than ideal. Blind box time. Bang! This time the popcorn has the sour tang of tomato. Bang! This time it's chocolate. Compared with just adding sugar, the additional of cocoa butter gives it a rich aroma. Bang! This time Lucia adds capsaicin. What is a capsaicin, bro? It's so spicy. Bang! This should be enough. Lucia stops making popcorn after confirming that she has enough, despite leaving several seasonings and flavor combinations untouched. Why are we not sliding around with Lucia like we did with Lee and Leave, bro? What the fuck? Lucia cooking good things, damn? Yeah, funny, I didn't really... Did I even encounter Lucia's bad cooking in story? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. I saw her quirk of like not knowing how to cook food. But she can do popcorn, so... Also about Leviathan, you saw her trailer? I didn't saw her trailer. They are not really expanding on it. No animations, and the facial animations are not conveying enough for me. They could have done so much better. Yeah, like ZZZ's comic panels, right? They feel generic. It's unfortunate. Capsaicin is the spice concentration. Yes, I played OG Arknights, but for a little while. Gacha and TD won't do it for me. TD? What's a TD? On the way back, you watch Lucia munching on the only bag of spicy popcorn and ask her a question that had been on your mind. Why are you so persistent about cooking? What do you mean? It's like me seeing her cook for the first time, bro. Because it's my weakness. Oh, is it? Tell me about it. Chat says you have a whole quirk about it. You don't like the tower? Oh, yeah, the OG Arknights. Okay. I love me some tower defense games, but I was not. I like tower defense games. The genre. It's not like I'm a huge fan. I played all of them, but something about OG Arknights as a tower defense game did not click for me. I don't know why. I don't know what. The more people know themselves, the more difficult it is to tolerate their own insurmountable defects, especially in the eyes of others. The reason why Lucia chose to make popcorn was that it would show her dedication to overcoming her greatest weakness. Oh, this is cool. This is a cool moment. I wish I knew. I wish her weakness was more persistent in general. But I didn't see a lot of her weakness. I swear to God, if chat didn't say, hey, you know, Lucia's whole thing is like she can't cook, I was like, wow, wish I could see that, but I can't see that, and now I'm already at the moment where she overcomes her weakness. That's very cool. You played tower defense before? I played the first Orcs Must Die. I played the Sanctum, I think. And I played some on like Java phones. I played one, I think on Newgrounds. There was a Pokemon themed tower defense game with story and shit. I had fun in them. So yeah, but I'm very happy you like my popcorn, Commandant. I'm surprised. Have you been practicing? Yes, I've had a lot of people help me between missions. Leaf, Chrome, Bianca, Karenina. Remember Karenina, guys? Remember Bianca? Even Karenina. Karenina is always looking for a showdown with Lucia. It's hard to imagine her teaching Lucia to cook. Now that the festivities are starting to quiet down, you start to see the venue clear out. You stuff another handful of popcorn in your mouth, releasing the subtle bittersweet flavor of chocolate. Watching Lucia continue to eat her spicy popcorn, you make up your mind. Lucia, Commandant, how about we cook together next time? Wink. We freeze. Yeah, my pleasure. As the night comes to an end, the two of you make plans for the future. That's how you raise them up, boys. Wow, the Lucia was the most restrained one, bro. Even Lee got more action than Lucia. That's crazy. Well, well, well. She cooked in EX01 and 16, so yeah, you forgot.
I was
Two
unaware
times.
that one could toil for such a prolonged period.
Oh my god, Dan.
I suppose it is also a demonstration of power.
The demonstration of power, yeah. In EX01 she cooked. EX01 is the bitch episode. Did she cook in EX01? And in 16, wasn't everybody too busy in chapter 16 so for Lucia to cook? Is this 15? She cooked here? What the fuck did she cook here? The Nier Automata chapter. Hey, this is no one, right? He was here. On Java phone, I did play a Lord of the Rings game. I don't think I played that one. I have a thing for the Anomaly games and Gemcraft. Gemcraft, are you talking about old Java games, bro? Brilliant games. Also, Karenina is next patch, Bianca in 3. Lol, exactly. Then the twins attack after this event. How sad. The twins attack after this event? But this was before chapter 16? In Gemcraft, you can fight 100 waves at the same time. Mana is your life and is also the thing you use to get towers. Play that. But I love the survival infinite mode in tower defense game. I have 30 minutes. See, we can try the a new divide, across this new divide. Brazen Fire. Yo, Norman? Who the fuck is Norman? Nice shirt. A long time ago, there was a bunch of happy rabbits. Every day they enjoyed a meal of carrots that grew from the earth. Their lives were blissful, free from worry. One day they discovered that carrots bathed in the moonlight would become even sweeter and tastier. The gears in their little brains started turning. Wouldn't it be great if we could eat these extra sweet carrots all the time? Why don't we just keep the moon with us then? How would we do that? Hold her back, grab a rope, let's pull the moon back. That's crazy. You will be so pissed with this one. Do it once, do it twice, but 3 times when you know the result is crazy. Is spoilers for this for Karen? Eager to taste the sweetest carrots ever, the rabbits worked together, twisting and weaving the carrot leaves until they made a long rope. Hiya, hiya, they finally grabbed a hold of the moon. Using their combined might, the rabbits tried their hardest to tie down the moon in the sky. Well, we'll soon get our bellies full, the rabbits cheered and chanted. Did they actually get what they hoped for in the end? Well. More like actually spoilering. You will also love this chapter. I will love and hate it. Bro, it's literally a Linkin Park chapter, bro. I think the opposite. It has been a while since Grey Raven returned to Babylonia with the survivors. The doctor from Star of Life said you started sleeping since Liv reverted to the Eclipse frame. No, that new frame was so fucking useless, man. So you have no idea how much time has passed. Are we gonna see, what's her name, Ishmael or something? You will like this. I will like this chapter. Nexus said I will love this chapter. You were seemingly heavily infected when you retrieved Liv's mind shard, so much so that despite getting her back, you feel unconscious while she changed her frame. Hippocrates, you suffered a deadly concussion. I know you've miraculously awakened, but the truth is I wasn't expecting you to wake up at all. Making comprehensive notes on your report, the Star of Life doctor frowns as she goes over the thorough records. Your mind beacon is still slightly corrupted and your body is still covered in old injuries, so you're not living until I say otherwise. Stay in the rehabilitation room instead of going on missions if possible. Alright, whatever, bro. Also, don't walk around on your own just because you're feeling a bit better, you hear me? What if I wanna piss, man? You feel a surge of embarrassment as the doctor departs with a distrustful gaze. A familiar voice speaks beside you. You heard the doc. Get some rest, Chief. Oh, it's Simon, it's not no one. How could I man, okay. You heard the doc. Get some rest, Chief. Just ask me if you need something. Hey, Simon. Simon closes the book he is reading and turns to look at you with kindness. He's similarly covered in injuries, but he looks well. You're looking pretty lively today, Simone. Yeah, they're probably discharging me tomorrow after the inspection today. HQ told me that they'd assign Dark Ares with new members after I'm ready. His team is called Dark Ares. Are you staying in the army? Simone is not as adamant as other soldiers, and there does not seem to be a reason he must stay in the army. After that excruciating battle, no one would bat an eye if he applied for early retirement. Haha, I suppose someone like me, who always got last place, doesn't make the most reliable commandant, does it? I didn't mean that. Smiling with a hint of embarrassment, Simone fiddles with his book before revealing a resolute gaze you have never seen. This is a textbook from FOS College. I never really read through it back in the school, which would explain my grade. But if I can start learning new tactics and considering new perspectives, perhaps I will save a lot more lives in the future, just like you guys did, Chief. Wow, Simone, aren't you a bitch? Ooh, let this guy be a commandant. You will like this chapter 9, leaving that? What you deleted? Getting her mind shards, huh? Should I read Imperia Affection Story? Also, if you want to see more on what happened to Liv right after that chapter, you have to read her coding story, the green one. Yeah, why would anyone read the main story of this game? Seems to be like the shittiest one. Simon, my goat. I'll read it with Imperia at some point. Well, there you go. Rojak will read it. You will, Simone. Yeah, thank you. Period. Right. Didn't you say I could ask you if I need something? Of course. What do you need? Fade to black. We will never find. Are you sure this is fine? The doctor told you not to walk around. You wrap your arm around Simone's shoulder, walking along a corridor in the Star of Life Medical Center while your whole body is in pain. What is Commandant doing, bro? She said not to walk around on my own. That's why you're the chief. You've clearly twisted her words, but I'm still convinced. Lucia's and Lee's frames were heavily damaged after the battle, their minds showing signs of infection. Still repaired and examined, they have since recovered and started going on missions with other squads. Well, where there you fucking go? But what's the point of me having a squad, man? You just took away my units and like send them, you know, like bitches. Like prostitutes, bro. Go serve that guy, bro. Whatever, man. Why do I need them? You worry most about Liv. She switched to the specialized frame without a commandant to stabilize her mind, and now the damage has put her in a coma, her treatment marred by the unknown qualities of her new frame. We're here, Chief. Stopping before an ICU ward. We got in a coma at the end of chapter 16, right? Holy shit, that's been a while. Bianca Stigmata gacha coding story was really good. Also alphas. Of course. Why bothering? Like, are you sure Vuva's story is that good now that these guys are reading it, writing it, bro? That's crazy. You're capping. Stopping before the ICU ward, you look through its thick glass window and see Liv surrounded by a lot of medical devices. Liv saved everyone back there. I'm sure she will be fine. Without her risking her life, no one would have survived that encounter. Not Lucia, Lee, or even the entire human race. Not to mention this moment of respite she has given you all. But the girl who saved the world is now slumbering here, and the only thing anyone can do is pray. Leave. We probably felt the same when you were in a coma, Chief. Her condition will not get any better without you staying by her side and doing nothing. Those who can still contribute should act. Let's go back. Alright, you still have physical therapy this afternoon. The doctors are going to be mad if you miss it again. Why am I missing it, bro? Shouldn't I do my best to recover? The world needs me. Simone suddenly stops, recalling something. By the way, Chief, do you know a construct from the engineering force named Karenina? Oh, wow. When's the last time we saw Karenina? Was she with us during the Pulao Park incident? I know Yata was. It's good they touch on interesting points. That's not my point. My point is they put it inside shit. Rover being left there to save the world with no way back and no communication with his home. Yeah. Administrator, you mean, or Rover? Because I'm starting to confuse them. You're fueling him, Nexus? He is fueling me. Just telling me how bad PGR is as a product, as a game, as a story game. She was in chapter 7. Oh, she was in chapter 17. Oh, wow. Why do I not remember that? Fade to black. Hilda. Hassan. Norman. Wow, Norman isn't some end game stuff named after this guy? Norman Revival or something? I'm sorry, Mr. Representative from Norman Mining. Oh yeah, Norman Mining Corp. Leonardo Norman, but Norman will do. That's the name people know, after all. Norman Mining Corp controlled almost every mining operation on the surface back in the Golden Age. After Babylonia retreated to space, it gave up its operations on Earth and turned its gaze toward the moon. The rich helium-3 reserve on the moon is what powers Babylonia every day. It is even used to trade for essentials with Earthbound organizations like the Akdilics, right? Are they still alive though? Do they still have like 1 or 2 wagons? On the other hand, Norman Mining Corp's comprehensive knowledge of the surface also makes it an important partner of the WGAA. But why? WGAA are the artists. What are they doing on the moon? I'm suddenly reminded about the ending of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Councilman Norman, this is a very important meeting. We don't need you telling us a bedtime story here. He just presented himself, bro. Come on, everyone's so serious right now. I thought I'd lighten the mood, no? The other council members sigh and sneer, not worrying that Norman can hear them, but Norman does not react. He seems to be familiar with this kind of response. Norman Mining Corp has never been interested in politics, but they have sent the infamously perverse eldest son of the family to this council meeting for some reason. Nicholas sighs while Hassan nods, crossing his arms, intrigued. So, did the rabbits pull the moon back in the... Oh, okay. Oh, well, they were rabbits, weren't they? Of course they couldn't pull off a stunt like that. That would be ridiculous, bro. Are you dumb, Hassan, bro? What's wrong with you? I like that part where they grabbed a hold of the moon with a rope. Norman ignores Nicola's interruption and continues, chuckling. But the sweet, sweet carrots were all the rabbits could think about, so they wouldn't let go of their rope. Eventually, the moon pulled them away and the rabbits ended up on the surface of the moon, never to return. There's a message to that story. So what? The rabbits wouldn't worry about that, obviously. They honestly thought the moon was theirs. They cheered triumphantly. After all, they were just a bunch of happy rabbits. Are you suggesting that humans are those dumb rabbits? No. This is just a popular fairy tale where I came from. I didn't think the rabbits were stupid either. Norman bows elegantly, his etiquette clashing with his flamboyant outfit. Cool story, bro. Yeah, you know, my sister always called me a good storyteller. Hassan politely smiles before turning back to the spacious parliament hall and nodding, and then annoyed council members gradually quiet down. This has been a very intense meeting, so they added new emotions to the sprites. Good job. So thank you, Councilman Norman, for the brief amusement, but I'm afraid we must return to the matter at hand, how we are going to save humanity from our biggest threat yet. The punishing virus. Like, I'm not capping. They either like change it all or this is new. Norman was in 17 too. I'm pretty sure this is the first time I see his sprite. Yep, and in that game mode you mine ores for CUBs. Bra remembers nothing and says story is bad. Your story is so bad. Story is bad, you can't remember shit, bro, because everything is so boring. He reads it too slowly. Maybe that's a problem. My man Hassan become more handsome. Yeah, something like that. The holo screen in the hole displays the destruction caused by the global mutation of the hetero creatures. Like, I don't want to be introduced to new fucking characters when my old ones are not developed further. Although we finally found ourselves possessing a weapon that can counter the twins and large-scale punishing virus infections with the new specialized frame deployed, earning us a difficult victory. But the development of specialized frame continues to be riddled with problems. The research on how to stabilize them in particular will be our key to reclaiming the Earth in the future. Nicola and Hassan exchange a look, and Hassan continues. This catastrophe has greatly impaired the task force members deployed to the surface. Some teams never returned. Confronting an unexpected calamity, they chose to stand and fight on the front line for humanity, buying us the time to plan and strategize right now. All the council members remain silent. Some look upset, probably suffering from loss, while some look terrified, fearing that the coming war will cost them everything they have. Amidst all of them, one person raises his hand and stands up. He's a member of the diplomatic court, Kurono, one of Collins's. Hassan and Nicola exchange look, frowning slightly. Hassan gestures to the man. Councilman List from the diplomatic court, the floor is yours. Ooh, List nods before entering some data on the screen next to him, projecting them onto the holo screen. According to the information the military has published, our task force, when compared with the data of previous battles, is spent way beyond what is acceptable. Given their current strength, dare I say that the task force can't even guard Babylonia against the evolving hetero creatures. Destroying them on a meaningful scale and reclaiming the conservation areas is a pipe dream. List pauses, his gaze sweeping across the hall, and he lets the deafening silence flood the room. I have no intention to blame the military command or our task force, but even with their exceptional service, our fight against the punishing virus is still resulting in heavy loss. Indeed, the battles are much crueler than these numbers. Constructs and commandants were performing their duties to reclaim the Earth when they met their ill-fated ends, combating enemies beyond our understanding. They are glorious warriors, are they not? The children of Earth, just like us, are they not? They have every right to share in humanity's future. Have every right to share. Are you suggesting giving up on reclaiming Earth? Are you going to let their sacrifices be in vain? Looking into List's eyes intently, Nicola has a feeling that this man must have a card up his sleeve. He would not have incited the council members otherwise. I don't object to reclaiming the Earth. It is our past, our future even, but we must ask ourselves, is it time for us to consider another path? If we stop fighting and let the punishing virus spread, people will suffer and Babylonia won't remain unscathed. We can't be sure that the fully evolved hetero creatures and corrupted wouldn't destroy this ark. Don't forget that Babylonia was created as a superluminal colony ship. It's a ship that's meant to sail toward the stars, not an ark to survive a flood. Nicola chuckles. If that is List's card, he might be a little too naive. Since you didn't forget, I'm sure you'll also recall that Babylonia can only run on regular fuel right now. The zero-point engine designed... Oh, zero-point engine? Designed to power Babylonia originally was the reason this apocalypse started. Ooh. Oh. Oh. What? Did I... Was this mentioned before? Did I miss this? Valics, is that you? Me? Who? This? This guy? He has no beard and glasses. It's not me. What if? List's dreadful noise follows Nicola's words like a cobra catching its prey. What if I tell you that the utilization of zero-point energy is no longer a dream? Huh? You're punishing punishing virus too. After a brief silence, the room explodes with questions. All the council members are stunned by List's words, eager to know more about the thing he said, zero-point energy. It was mentioned twice. I mean, that the ship was supposed to run on that zero-point reaction? Really? I know it happened. I know that it was what caused the virus. I didn't know it was meant to be used in the ship as well. Project Winter something something. As you all know, during a not-so-secret military operation, the Grey Raven commander retrieved a file from Atlantis, the Zero-Point Research... Yeah, this one, Zero-Point Research City. List changes the displayed content on the holoscreen to the Omega file. Yeah, Omega file. The data which the Atlantis researchers trade their lives. Yeah, remember, we were investigating this shit and suddenly shit happened and we stopped investigating it, and I guess we're going back to investigating this ship again. One of those mentions was in chapter 15. Oh, chapter 15. Hey, yeah. This is an incredibly valuable file. It shows they mentioned Babylonia was supposed to run on zero-point reactor energy. I know they were researching it on the funny Atlantis laboratory, but I don't remember it being mentioned as a engine for the Babylonia specifically. This is an incredibly valuable file. It shows us that under specific conditions, a running zero-point reactor can create a field that absorbs the punishing virus. Yeah, that's how we created the frame. Yeah. That was how we managed to create the specialized frame with the... defeated the twins? Nobody fucking defeated the twins. The new specialized frame was what caused the military to work with Kurono. Exactly. However, those noble researchers have perhaps left us with an even more significant insight. Yes. Yeah. And they will say more in Watanabe. Yeah, Watanabe's chapter, like chapter 67 or something. Yeah. Let's prolong it as long as we can, right? Nodding, List turns to the next page of his presentation. During their research, they tried to recreate the process of how the zero-point reactor created the punishing virus. They documented their experiments, hoping to leave behind valuable data. Show me. While they never saw the virus manifest, those researchers still preserved the Omega file alongside all the data from running their zero-point reactor. Hild also realizes that List is suggesting. What List is suggesting? Leave defeated twins? No way, leave the defeated twins, bro. Where was the big boss battle, man? What the fuck? Defeated? They didn't destroy them, right? They're not dead. They're dead without a big boss fight? Are you shitting me? Defeated. Like, she didn't kill them, right? They're still around, right? What the... Or like make them... Yeah, made them run, exactly. What the fuck, man? That would be so fucking anticlimactic. Which means that, in a way, they discovered how the generation zero-point energy without causing a punishing virus outbreak. Which means that, in a way, they discovered how to generate zero-point energy without causing a punishing virus outbreak. Oh. So they are dead? Wow. This game fucking sucks, man. Indeed, I spent a whole year reading this and this game fucking sucks. That's crazy. Indeed, this will be our basis for restarting the zero-point reactor. The last torch of humanity's future is burning 363 kilometers from the Earth now, right there on the moon. Indeed, this will be our basis for restarting the zero-point reactor. The last torch of humanity's future is burning 363,300 kilometers from the Earth now, right there on the moon. They have a reactor on the moon. They have an Atlantis on the moon. All the council members gasp, almost all of them turning toward the moon that is seemingly just outside their grasp. To test how zero-point energy would perform under low gravity in space, Babylonia's zero-point reactor and the manufacturer of its engine were sent to the propulsion lab on the moon during Babylonia's production. Upon discovering the connection between zero-point reactors and the punishing virus, the reactor and the lunar base that housed it have been discarded. Now managed by Norman Mining Corp, the lunar mining company. The reactor and the lunar base that housed it have been discarded, now managed by... Okay. Is that why Norman's eldest has been invited to this meeting? Grrr, this is also new. New face. Noticing Nicola's piercing gaze, Norman, who is playing with the switch on the monitor before him, waves and smiles at Nicola. With Norman Mining Corp's generous assistance, we had a chance to test our theory, and our tests have shown the most promising results. They're not dead, they just left because they were afraid of the Omega weapon. Yeah, there was no big boss fight. Extremely injured, I guess. Yeah, extremely injured. Didn't they also mention like we bought time? Chapter 17 was a long time ago, bro. It was like 2 fucking Nanami chapters ago and 1 event ago, okay? In that scenario, from a hopeless situation, yeah, you could say from the perspective of humankind, they defeated it. Exact. Air quotes defeated. A little win, right? They chased them away, they could say. That would be, you know, humanity wants to like get some cheap W's in their portfolios, right? With Norman Mining Corp's generous assistance, we had a chance to test our theory, and our tests have shown the most promising results. The projected graphs shift once again, displaying a list of data and photo of a dazzling blue light, the signature optical effect when 0-point energy is generated. Our tests find the lunar reactor running only at 45.37% of its theoretical capacity when replacing the data from the Atlantis reactor. Blah blah blah, boring, nobody cares, bro. But that is enough to sustain Babylon's current operation and future voyage. The most important thing is there has been no sign of punishing virus at our test site, which means... Oh, you could have killed us again. Wow, that's crazy. We can attach the 0-point engine to Babylonia and use it almost limitless energy to turn Babylonia back into a colony ship as we set sail for the stars away from Earth. You better pick a fucking star, broker. It's gonna be a fucking long way. This will mean the punishing virus, infected planet and its myriad of dangers will no longer concern Babylonia. Humanity would begin anew, which is undoubtedly a very tempting proposition given the current situation. Maybe he has a point. Why not splitting it? I wanted to throw in an HA3 reference, but I guess PGR did this earlier than HA3. Yeah, HA3 made an arc sent into space to 4 stars to find new home for humans after part 1 ended, so okay, touche to you, PGR. Only if your data is reliable. Even the Normal Mining Corp doesn't possess researchers' experience with 0-point reactors and colony ships. I have every right to doubt the legitimacy of this report. Nicola might have called them Norman Mining Corp's researchers, but he knows very well that it must be Kurono scientists on the lunar surface right now. Our researchers aren't the only ones. We only managed to restart this project because we received assistance from an expert on Babylonia and 0-point energy. How does this guy does not know what his fucking subordinates at Babylonia are doing on the moon with Kurono? Commander Nicola must know our expert very well. Only now does Nicola realize he always thought that he was the one using Kurono, but he was never aware that Kurono was using him as well. Ooh, Gapsi. Yeah. Karenina. Indeed. Karenina from the engineering force might be the most knowledgeable person on Babylonia's design, and despite the study on the 0-point energy having stopped for years, she remains one of its leading researchers. She was researching it while she was still a human. More importantly, Karenina is a member of Babylonia. Her position is above reproach. Well, I believe the idea to relaunch Babylonia's voyage is convincing enough for a proposal then, President Hassan. Yeah, he nods and he looks around the parliament. We'll begin our vote on Councilman List's proposal. No, List is dumb. The virus evolved, so it might at some point be capable of interstellar flight. Ooh, that would be interesting. That could be PGR part 2. Them HA3 copied PGR question mark, just like how HSR copied PGR question mark. Damn Hoyo thieves. Goddamn Hoyo thieves. But again, the virus consumes data that already exists. If you really think Hoyo didn't copy from someplace else, you are crazy. They copied from Evangelion, I told you that many times. Just like these guys are copying from Nier Automata. Without much discussion, an overwhelming majority has voted to restart the 0-point reactor and leave the ever-growing threats of the surface, turning humanity's gaze toward the unknown stars. I'll also vote yes, but as the head of the control court, I should remind you that you have overstepped your role as a member of the diplomatic court by plotting this secret scheme of yours. There will be consequences. There will be consequences! Oh, this is so fucking boring. Lists nods, his gaze moving past Hilda onto Hassan, showing no signs of fear. Of course, I accept any punishment, period. 98.5% are in favor of Councilman List's proposal, 0 have opposed, and 1.5 have abstained. The supporting... That's not real. This is an absolute democracy. No fucking way 90% of voters would agree to his proposal. I wouldn't agree to his proposal. I would be like, how about we fucking train our men? How about we invest more in the military, man? Maybe we're missing something, huh? Run away like some bitches? Proposal has passed. Well, GG's. We're going to different galaxy, boys. We're HSRing now. Is this what the HSR people do in HSR? Like they travel on a train from one star to another? In that case, I hereby announce that at that moment, the parliament suddenly receives an emergency comms request from Celica. Hassan hesitates for a few seconds before deciding to answer the call. President Hassan, we just received an urgent message from the lunar base. What a coincidence. Our initial assessment believes it requires an immediate response. Who sent it? Karenina. Wow. Everybody forgot about Karen and now she suddenly is on the moon. Frowning, Hassan looks at lists, but he cannot derive anything from lists' expressionless face. Play it. Ooh. Look at that, look at these. Where are her horns and hoodie, man? Celica switches the feed, and the projected screen in the parliament reveals a blurred figure whose voice is unmistakably Karenina's. Infection must danger the surface, so... Oh, now we have an outbreak on the moon. GG. Oh, it was a good run, humanity. It will get them next time, man. I must destroy the 0-point engine right now. Do it, bro. Wow. Wow, what a read. What a game, bro. What a plot. What a plot. Leaves coding is in Codex is here. Enemy manual gallery. Who's this? Is this Liv? Loading record. Fucking nothing here. Selection 8%. Oh, there you go. Oh, Hikma. Okay. Oh, okay. Pulao and Haikama. Of course. All in caps, by the way. Of course. 2 times was not enough. Let's do it the 3rd time. What could go wrong trying it again? How did the first 2 times happen? Like, I know on the Atlantis, they didn't do it. But they did do it on Atlantis. The people on Atlantis died of hunger. Story replay. Story replay. Oh. Oh. Non Ouroboros. First is the first punishing outbreak, then on the Atlantis, and then on the moon. Was there an outbreak on Atlantis? Did I miss something? All the people survived on Atlantis. Punishing virus also kills humans. It's lethal for humans. How did the outbreak happen on Atlantis, bro? That's bullshit. You're bullshitting me, Nexus. First one will appeal later. Okay, what happened on Atlantis, bro? How did the researchers survive on Atlantis if there was a virus outbreak? Oh, Golden Vortex! This was a cool story. Where they're packed. This was no story here. Event. Oh my god, was Eternal Throne? Isn't Eternal Throne a main story? What the fuck? Isn't Eternal Throne like chapter 10? Have to go now. Have fun, bro. No explanations, bro. Guess I'll have to wiki it. Oh, I can. Oh my! I can read this. Oh, that's cool. I should do that. Flash of Love. Corrupted Battle, Stellar Witching Hour. There's no Devil May Cry event here, but we have Blackrock Shooter here. Interesting. Bubble Tower. Golden Vortex, one of the characters from there will appear later. Really? I remember only the baddie, but I think she died. Died on Christmas. Damn, the first Christmas event? Farewell to the past year. Weirdlands Adventure. Commandant's Day. The White Wish. And only White Wishes is here. So I guess this is everything without gameplay, and everything I have in the main game is with gameplay. Operation Happy Go Like. Did I read this one? I think I read this one. Viva la Nina. Hearts Whisper, of course. Is this fucking Luna? What the fuck? Not unlocked. Adaptation beating. What? Collab. Oh, there you go. Collab. Oh, Untold Naraka. This is Android. Who told you the story will be set in the future and not the past? Who told you the story will be set in the future, not the past? What? Not the main Vera story, it's a minigame event. Ooh, where is the Tipo di Fantasia? Oh, this is law. Complete ending tree. Yeah, I'm not doing that, bro. Palette Clash. Interlude. One is still not unlocked. The fuck? Interlude. Or what? I wonder who. Well, everything I have. Wasn't it Liv's story? A newer one? I didn't miss anything. Didn't do Imperia interlude. Not there. Where did you see it? I didn't see it. Clips. Iria. Oh yeah, I didn't. Fuck, when did this one appeared, man? It was there? Yeah, it was there. Well. Well, I guess that's it for today. I'll have to do Imperia then, holy shit, but I guess since we started the next chapter, I'll do the next chapter, then I'll have to do Imperia. This game just hates having a consistent story, even in main story itself. Not a linear thingy. Not a fan of that. They have too many characters and they don't concentrate on the set of main characters. Not a fan of that, to be honest. Experienced stories like this before. I never liked them. Anyway, it was there. See you on the next stream. See ya on the next one, which will be a better gacha game. ZZZ. Resting is productive and all the cool shit. Let me send my heart emoji. Where is it? Heart. Right, have fun, don't be too bad. Bye bye.